I'm back. Yeah. My breeding pair of Pyro Trimac. They just laid eggs early this morning. Just so y'all can see, I'm still doing it up in 2009. You can see her tube is still down. The male, big trap jaw, off of King Max. Female, she's a good 7 years old. The male is 1.5 years old. She's at a whopping 6, almost 7 inches. My man trap jaw at 8 inches. He's still young, but you know. You can see my trademark coloration in my Trimaxes. I don't want to disturb them too much because they're very protective. I had a lot of people ask me questions about how you tell the difference between the Trimac and the Flowerhorn. There's really no easy way to tell the difference, especially when they're young. But as they become adults, of course, you know the Trimacs don't get the strawberry red all the way to the middle of their body. It's just stay around the chest, half and half, really. As you can see, there's a certain myth about Trimaxes only have 3 spots. That's why they call them Trimaxes. But I can show you books, old books from '86, early '80s, with Trimaxes with 4, sometimes 5 spots in the middle. And then you have to ask yourself the question, are you talking about from the flower on the top of the head, from the middle of the body to the tail, or does it start from the middle of the body on up? Now my female, of course, she really has 4 spots, but you can't really see the 3rd spot because of her bar. But one side of her body look like 1 spot from the head, middle, and the tail. On the other side, you can see it faded a little bit in the back. But with Trapjaw, you can see he has at least 4, even 5 spots on the side of his body, which doesn't mean nothing. When the guy first discovered Trimac cichlids, he poured them out of the water, and you know as you pull fish out of the water, their stress color change. Sometimes they lose their spots in their pattern. He only saw 3 spots. So that's why he decided to call them 3-spot cichlids, not revealing to the people in the public. Later on, when he placed them in an aquarium, he noticed that some of his Trimaxes had more than 3 spots. The Pyromax, on the other hand, is a combination of the green and gold Trimac cichlid. Old school, it's nothing new, but it is a high quality gold and green Trimac, or what you want to call high grade. I want to dispel another myth also. How can the Flowerhorn be considered the original the original of the flower when the Trimac was the only cichlid before the Flowerhorn came along that had this, what you see right here in front of you, the flower on the top of their head, or the spot. No other cichlid had that. So how can you call a Flowerhorn the original Flowerhorn and call some Trimaxes low-grade Flowerhorns when Trimaxes are a pure blood species that been around long before, not just decades, but centuries before the so-called Flowerhorn was created in Malaysia over in an Asian lab cross between different species. And actually one of the main species that they targeted to cross the Flowerhorn with, of course, is these species you're looking at right before you. Along with Suspillums, Red Devils, Festes, Convicts, Texas Cichlids, and other Central and South American cichlids. And not that I have a problem with Flowerhorn cichlids, I just have a problem with the people who decided to cross and confuse the hobbyists, the average hobbyist out here who may never have seen a pure blood Trimac at its best and at its highest grade and peak. So they're so used to seeing low grade Trimacs, when they do see a high grade Trimac, they assume off the bat that it's a Flowerhorn, just because it has a lot of coloration like these right here. They supposed to look like this. This is what a high grade Trimacs look like. So I tell you, like I told my friend on the internet the other day, when he saw Big King Max and Chaos, and he admired the Trimacs that he saw, which is the father of the male in here. The only way you can get a pure blood Trimac, if you go to a reputable breeder, or you catch them wild yourself, or buy them out of the wild. Got the good backyard, local DC band, go-go band in the background. I have the light on, so I see they're getting a little excited. Let's see if we can get a shot of some of the eggs on the rock. They so gold, they covering the rocks up, you can't even tell. But I will show a follow-up video when the fry starts swimming around with the parents. They're getting along real well for now. Thanks for your time. This is Skip. I enjoy having another educational moment featuring the Trimac cichlid.